Hi, it's Vicki with Mindful Minute, and today's reading is from the Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo, and it's about practicing. As a man in his last breath drops all he is carrying, each breath is a little death that can set us free. Breathing is the fundamental unit of risk, the atom of inner courage that leads us into authentic living. With each breath, we practice opening, taking in and releasing. Literally, the teacher is under our nose. When anxious, we simply have to remember to breathe. So often we make a commitment to change our ways, but we stall in the face of old reflexes as new situations arise. When gripped by fear of anxiety, the reflex is to hold on, speed up, or remove oneself. Yet when we feel the reflex to hold on, that is usually the moment we need to let go. When we feel the urgency to speed up, that is typically the instant we need to slow down. Often when we feel the impulse to flee, it is the opportunity to face ourselves. Taking a deep meditative breath precisely at this moment can often break the momentum of anxiety and put our psyche in neutral. From here, we just might be able to step in another direction. I'm not talking about external moments of anxiety here, but inner moments of truth. Certainly, when an accident is unfolding, we need to get out of the way. When a loved one falls, we need to try to hold them. Rather, I'm talking about fear of love and truth and God, fear of change and the unknown. I'm talking about how we all grip tightly to what we know, even if we hurt ourselves in the process. Dropping all we carry all our preconceptions, our interior lists of the ways we failed and the ways we've been wronged, all the secret burdens we work at maintaining. Dropping all regret and expectation lets our mentality die. Dropping all we have constructed as imperative allows us to be born again into the simplicity of spirit that arises from unencumbered being. It is often overwhelming to imagine changing our entire way of life. Where do we begin? How do we take down a wall that took 25 or 50 years to erect? Breath by breath, little by little death by little death, dropping all we carry instant by instant. Trusting that what has done the carrying, if freed, will carry us. So the activities are: sit by yourself alone in a safe place and think of the last situation that made you anxious. Ask yourself, what specifically made you uncomfortable? Intensing, what did your mind cling to? Place both your discomfort and your clinging before you now. In this safe place, touch what scared you. It can't hurt you now. In this safe place, drop what your mind clung to. It can't help you now. Repeat this several times while breathing slowly and deeply. Breathe. Feel in detail what rises in you without the discomfort or the clinging. Breathe. This is the God in you. Bow to it. So that reading had so much in it. And just to kick it off, breathing is the fundamental unit of risk, the atom of inner courage that leads us into authentic living. And wow, when we breathe, right? It's so true. And learning meditation and practicing meditation, and especially in those moments of anxiety, like he talks about in this reading. Sometimes it's hard to sit through it, sometimes it's easier to walk away and storm away and get mad. And it's crazy. So often we make a commitment to change our ways, but stall in the face of old reflexes. And that is completely, there are so many years that I lived like that. I wanted to change, but I couldn't because I was scared and I was anxious and I didn't know what to do, so I froze, and it was just so much harder than it is today. Now that I have learned how to let go. Do I let go every time? No, but I've learned that skill and I've practiced it many times in these last 9 years, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for the 12-step program that teaches that, because it truly has been life-changing to accept the things that I cannot change, and to accept myself and to accept my feelings as they are, where I'm at, what I'm doing. And today has been a rough day. It was a rough morning, and I didn't think I was gonna have anxiety about a particular situation, and I did. So I have something that I'm gonna work on tonight with this particular activity. And I really, really like this last sentence. I'll end with this. Dropping all we have constructed as imperative allows us to be born again into the simplicity of spirit that arises from unencumbered being. So when I let go of my burdens, and when I let go of my fears, and when I let go of all the stuff that's rattling around in my head from the past, that's typically when I can change my life. And that's how I did change my life in recovery. So many good things in this reading. I hope you guys had a great January. Be back February 1st, and be well. Namaste.